I'm here with Lee Formwald. He is from the Albany Civil Rights Institute. You guys know him. He's here often, and he is brought today. He brings somebody different every time he comes on, and today he brought Curtis L. Williams. Now, this is a very interesting interview today. He's going to be in a play that's actually coming to Albany tomorrow and Saturday, and it's based on the life of Samuel B. Wells. It's a civil rights play, and it's called Deep Wells, correct?
That's correct.
And you're going to be starring in it.
I will be
starring in it, yeah. We were reluctant to say star, huh?
Yes, I usually don't associate that term with me.
Well, but, you know, I mean,
yes,
I guess if you're the main character, you'll be appearing
Samuel
as the
Benjamin
lead.
Wells,
yes,
yes,
Samuel B. Wells, so you'll be the lead. Okay, I like that. That was a very humble answer. You were like, starring in it. I don't know about that. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, nice to meet you, and good to see you again, Lee. All right, now talk to me a little bit about Deep Wells.
Deep Well is a story of Samuel Benjamin Wells. Mm-hmm. Now, he was considered the firebrand of the Albany movement. Mm-hmm. In fact, he was the third president of the movement. Okay. He knew such people as Martin Luther King Jr. He worked with several well-known, Andy Young, almost all of the leading members of the civil rights movement nationally. Mm-hmm. But mostly he worked around Southwest Georgia. Okay,
so what's the significance of the play? Like, there's so many, pioneers and so many cornerstones to the civil rights movement. What makes Samuel B. Wells so special that an entire play was made about him?
Well, he is noted for being the steadiest, perhaps, civil rights pioneer. Mm-hmm. In fact, he says that in my fight for truth and justice for my people, I ain't moved 1 inch. Mm. And that's basically sums up the man. All right.
Yes. That's definitely worth making a play about. Okay, how did this come about? How did the play happen? How did you become a part of it? How did it all, where was its inception?
Well, we went to an interview, not an interview, but a presentation. I think the person was from Valdosta State, and he said that Martin Luther King Jr. failed in Albany. Uh-huh. And so a friend of mine was very irate about that, and so I said, why don't you tell your side of the story? And so we got involved with Reverend Wells. Our goal was to try to spotlight many of the local pioneers in the civil rights movement. And so he was one of the main ones. Okay. The more I talked, the more I learned that everybody talked about Reverend Wells. So I wrote a play about him.
And so because he had sort of been the more discussed part of the civil rights movement, especially in Albany, you thought, let me just start writing about him.
Yes, the people who...
People don't normally do that. Like when they hear interesting stories or know of interesting people, they don't generally go out and write a play about them, you know? So it must have really touched you in a special way.
It touched me in a very special way. I didn't know him initially. I've heard of him, but I got a chance to know him, and I'm really happy that I got a chance to know him and be able to write about him.
I know that. That's got to be so gratifying for you to be able to write this play and get this jumped off of the ground. Okay, talk to me about how the Albany Civil Rights Institute has to do with it. What are you guys' role?
Every month we have our monthly community night, and Curtis came to me with this idea that he wanted to do a play, and I thought it would be a neat way to do our August community night is to have this, and so we're having it Thursday night, day after tomorrow. And
no, it's tomorrow. Today's Wednesday.
That's right. Thank you.
I thought it was Thursday today. So Lee's on Tuesday and I'm on Thursday. So
it's on Thursday.
Yes, it's on Thursday. We're secure
Thursday
about
night at 7:30 at the Albany Civil Rights Institute.
Okay.
And we're going to have a matinee on Saturday at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
All right, same place, Albany Civil Rights Institute. So matinee on Saturday, the actual nighttime play on tomorrow night
at 7:30, and then we're going to have a book signing afterwards because in this book, The Great Pool Jump, Curtis's play Deep Wells is included in here.
Oh wow!
And he wrote another play about Charles Sherrod that's also in here. Wow! And Pete DeLisavoy, the editor, is coming down from New England, and the two of them will be doing book signings after the play.
Oh, that's going to be great. So is this what you do? You just go around writing plays left and right? Are you a playwright by nature, or is this something just
by
you
nature?
Do on the
by
side?
nature, but actually I'm a retired professor at Albany State University.
Oh, okay.
And I did drama there. And so
So
when
this
I
has
retired,
kind of been part of your life, and now you're still
it's
kind of into
right.
that.
It has been a long time, a part of my life to write.
How long did it take you to write the Deep Wells?
Well, I took about maybe 2 or 3 months because I interviewed him initially. I had about maybe 9 90-minute cassettes interview of him.
And
then
so
I used that. I culled the information from the cassette interviews. And being around him. We went to breakfast often because he loved to eat. He said that was one of his passions too. Not only was he concerned about the civil rights, he was concerned about his stomach at times.
About his stomach,
too.
yes, absolutely. All right, so definitely had a little appetite on him, but really a powerful figure in the Albany Civil Rights Movement. So this should definitely be something you guys don't want to miss tomorrow night at the Albany Civil Rights Institute, 7:30.
7:30. Tickets are available at the Albany Civil Rights Institute, $10 a piece. It's a fundraiser.
Oh, okay, so definitely make it out there. It's a fundraiser. You know how much we love fundraising around here, so definitely get that $10 out. Go see the play. It's going to be great. I mean, this man wrote it, okay? Wrote it in 3 months, no less, so that's very impressive. All right, thank you so much, Curtis Williams, and of course, Lee Formwald coming back on the show, as he always does. I'll see you probably next month, huh?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you, too, both for coming on this morning.